and I want to say, because Lee did buy you some time, you have a little bit more time to kind of openly talk about what your plan is. Now that you have a pretty good way to get him out of a house, what's the plan as far as using that time wisely, I guess?
Jesse, what did you see when you were trailing him?
Yeah, so when he went into the greenhouse, it didn't look like a gardening outfit. It was like hardcore radioactive chemical outfit. So I don't know what's back there, but I don't think it's plants. He locked it up really good too. So if we went back there, we'd have to try to pick a lock or break the glass, or he would for sure notice. But I definitely think there's something weird back there. I don't know what it is.
Okay, so it doesn't sound like we can go in there just yet. Dusty has
some time.
He's got it somewhat with my tie pin to get open this room where there's a sad baby inside. We could still try to do that.
What?
There's a sad baby inside a room upstairs. You guys aren't interested in sad babies? That's just
no. I think
so
that
sad.
I think that the greenhouse we should do when he's actually left the house, because he'll probably notice us back there. But we could probably distract him long enough for you to pick the lock while he's still here.
Or you could split up when he's gone too, if you wanted to check out that room as well. Is a possibility too. He'd be gone with that one, like what you guys set up, the plan in motion and stuff. He'd be gone for a good chunk of time.
Yeah, I think we can just wait until he's gone to enact most of our plans. Checking the room, checking the greenhouse, and then maybe we can also check his bedroom too.
Who's the one who's going to go into the greenhouse? There's only one suit.
It's probably too big for me.
Ashley?
Tank.
Yeah, okay.
You're too cool for radiation poisoning. You'll be fine.
I mean, I'm not happy about it.
Alrighty. With that, it sounds like you have at least the beginnings of a plan. You can always make up more on the fly as things go by. Mr. Corbitt gets all of your stuff moved into rooms, and he begins to kind of cook some food for dinner. And he's like, I heard your favorite was... everybody just kind of lists something off.
Mac and cheese.
Tic Tac.
What did you say?
Orange.
Tic Tacs? I'm making all of it. He's like, he puts on like a chef's apron that says #1 chef friend. And he kind of starts to kind of chop things up. Now, he's kind of distracted in the kitchens. You can do some stuff while, like, you still haven't fully looked around the house to see what's in the house and stuff like that. That's like, not necessarily, you don't have to break into it kind of stuff. But yeah, you can look around the house a little bit more. Somebody can distract him a little bit further, so you can probably do a little bit more in-depth stuff. But yes, what would you like to do?
Can I request bagel bites?
What?
Can I request bagel bites?
Bagel bites? Yes. You mean these? He pulls them out of the oven.
Damn it.
So I'll stay in the kitchen, because I do feel like the word vomit will be pretty effective.
Yeah, that's good. That'll keep him. For you, I want to say, you know what? You can use points and gossip if you'd like. I think that would just do it. You wouldn't have to roll or anything. The more points you use, the more distracted he is. So up to you how many you would like to use.
I'll do 3 points.
3 points. God damn. It turns out he's really into Backstreet Boys as well.
What are his opinions about Backstreet Boys and NSYNC? Like the rivalry that's between.
Oh,
he gives me a really diplomatic answer that's like, it's like really good. He definitely knows his stuff.
It's a political like dodge.
A tear comes to your eyes. I never thought of it that way.
I never thought about it. With that, he is thoroughly distracted while he cooks. He's in the zone cooking. He's in the zone talking about his favorite bands. What would people like to do while he's distracted?
Can I purposely get them mixed up between like which songs are playing? Like Backstreet Boys song comes on and I'm like, oh, is this NSYNC?
You're just there fucking with him. Just to add more conversation fodder. I will say that's enough. Like, you can use a 0-point gossip if you want to distract even further. So he's very focused on talking to both of you and cooking all these meals. Just every single meal. What would the three of you like to do in the meantime?
I want to check out Sad Baby.
Sad Baby? Going to Sad
I
Baby?
wanna
I'm gonna
see
go
what's going
check out.
on.
I'm gonna go check out his actual room.
Oh, good. Okay, so let's go with the actual room first because I want to save Sad Baby for a different moment. But yes,
Sad Baby!
show me Sad Baby. But Lee, you go up to Mr. Corbitt's bedroom, and it looks like a average bedroom that you'd expect an adult would have. Just kind of a king size bed. Everything's made up. He cleaned before he had guests over, of course. And yeah, he's got a big dresser full of drawers. He's got what looks like a lockbox on his dresser. He's got a tube television just kind of sitting on top of that dresser as well. It's one of those long kind of dressers, not like a tall one or anything. Then, of course, nightstands and lamps and everything like that. Just everything you'd expect is probably in their closet. You know, whole spiel.
Full spiel. All right. Well, it sounds like most of what's going on up here is pretty ordinary. Can I use some intuition to try to figure out whether that lockbox is anything that I can open and is worth opening?
It does look awful, like, curious, like this lockbox. It's kind of like a flatter lockbox. Maybe it holds documents or something inside of it. I feel like based on how much did you spend anything in intuition, or just raw dog skill?
No, I spent 1 point.
You spent a point. Okay, yeah. So it definitely looks like something you'd probably want to look into, especially as a little investigator kid who's like all about that and stuff. If there's anything in this room that looks like it would have anything of purchase in it, it would be that box for sure.
All right. I'd like to use Filch to try to get into it.
All right, it's a filch check. I want to say he finds this box relatively important to him, so it's a filch check of 5.
All right. Well,
Is make sure that it's got all of the stops to make sure that nobody breaks into this thing. What'd you do?
I dropped my dice on the ground. 1 second.
Sorry, just breaking the immersion for a second. There's literally like fireworks going off around us because it's the Dodgers won.
Oh damn! I don't hear it.
Yeah. Well, you're not in LA.
I meant like on your microphone.
Oh no.
True.
I was like, they wouldn't be
You got
happy
me.
about it.
You got me there.
Talking like in real life, duh.
Amazing. What'd you get?
All right. I rolled 5.
5. What did I say it was?
You said it was a 6, but I used 1.
So yeah, you did. This is like Squid Games. What was my bet again? Oh, okay. What's it called? Yeah, you managed to, like, you think you're about to break the lock when you're messing with it because you just barely make it, but you do manage to. You hear it, and then it like kind of releases a little bit.
All right. I'd like to open it up and see what's inside.
You find 2 books. One of them has a Latin name on the front of it and looks very, very old, very old. And then the other one looks like a journal that doesn't have Latin written on it, so it's easier to read. The Latin that you can make out is on the cover, or it's on the spine, and it says Liber Ivonis on it. And on the front cover, it looks like it has... It looks like 3 Ys joined at the tips. So imagine like a third Y going down like that. And then there's a circle around it.
So like it has in Charmed.
It has what?
Like it's like the charm symbol.
Is that what that's from?
It's almost like the charm symbol.
Almost. It is not a symbol you have recognized. Let's put it that way.
Can I hear the conversation downstairs from where I am?
They sound very distracted, and you haven't done anything to alert anybody. Like the lock unlocking doesn't sound very loud or anything like that.
All right, perfect. I'd like to look through the journal.
All right. Inside, you find some sad articles in there. He talks about how he can't deal with losing his wife and child, and things have gone very south since that happened. He then says the biggest, you start flip kind of closer to the end and stuff like that, and you do find maybe about a year ago, he says that he has reached in his great grandfather's estate, he has found some articles of mystery that he has started kind of dabbling with a little bit. He found a strange book. He found some people that he met up with that are associated with this book and everything like that. Figured out that his great grandfather was in something called the Cult of Contemplation. And then he said, it ends ominously with something along the lines of, "This is it, I might see them again." And then he just doesn't write anymore. Like, it's not like it trailed off or anything or something spooky happened. It just seems like he just kind of stopped caring about writing in his journal after that point.
Is this journal dated or anything, or is it just
it's dated, but it ends about a year ago. Like, it seems like whatever he decided to do, he's been putting into action for about a year now.
He got busy with his contemplation.
Mm-hmm. Contemplates the shit out of him. With that, we will go back to Fenston and Dustin in front of the baby door. Okay, Dustin, I want you to roll me. What did I say before? Did I actually tell you a filch check before? I don't think I did.
He did, and he passed it.
Yeah.
And he started opening it.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you hear
We're gonna cheer this baby up.
And you open the door. You open the door. All you see in this room looks fucked. Like, it's almost like the carpet's been torn up and stuff like that. There's like kind of floorboards sticking up and everything like that. And the second you open the door, the first thing you see is something. It looks like there's a trap door in the floor, and it shuts. You maybe saw something jump into it as you entered the room. But other than that, the room looks like, ooh, it's not great. It's a nursery. It looks like it's got like kind of a baby's cradle in one corner. There's one of those little like what's it called? The mobile things above it and everything. It's playing kind of a creepy tune and everything like that. There's some suspicious stains on the floor, and I want to say of the dark colored variety. I
swear, I don't know how you commoners live like this.
And most of the windows have been boarded up, except it looks like one of the windows, the boards have been taken down recently, which correlates with the boards, or the window that Fenston saw the other night.
So,
dinner's
Dusty.
ready! Mr. Corbitt yells.
You took too long.
You have to do your special way of closing up stuff. You have to wipe down all the parade.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, roll yourself filch check. I want to say not much, because all you did was unlock the door. Although damage may have been done because something left that room. Yeah, so give me just a 3-point filch check. Should be good.
All right, I'll put just 2 in it. Guarantee. Yep, 4.
Sounds good. So yeah, you do it. You lock it back up perfectly fine. Make sure none of the lights are on or anything. There's no fingerprints and everything. And you all go down and you have dinner with Mr. Corbitt. I want to say it's a very awkward dinner. He's just kind of chilling at one end of the table. He doesn't necessarily want you all to sit at the table and eat with him like a family or anything. Actually, he does. I'm going to change my mind. He totally wants that. Because he misses his family, so he totally wants to eat like a family again with some children. So you're all eating your favorite dishes and at Mr. Corbitt's table, and he's just like, "So, Fenston, how your parents doing?"
They're doing great. Nothing hinky about them. Nope, everything's fine. Yeah, how are your parents doing?
Oh, I mean, that's not really a topic. He's an older man, so you're probably already there. Seriously. Well, I'm sure they're fine wherever they are.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story. And are the Fitzwilliams treating your mother well, Dusty? If I may call you that. Now that we're friends.
Whatever suits your fancy, Mr. Corbitt. Yes. She's pulling down enough from this job to give me all of the crust-filled sandwiches I could want. They're just sandwiches with crusts. That's all I get to eat. But
You occasionally dip them in mayo for extra flavor.
Miss Davies, did your parents get the gift that I gave them the other day?
Super happy about it.
I was gonna say you can make up whatever you want, but I kind of like that you don't know what it is. It was very expensive, let me tell you. I'm sure I hope they even use it on the vacation. That would be wonderful.
Totally. Yeah, they're so stoked.
They're so stoked. Ms. Davies here was telling me all about 98 Degrees and the In Sync. What about you, Miss Ashley? You seem to be interested. If you'd like, we can put on a record.
In sync.
Of the In Sync, yes.
Do they even make records anymore?
I mean, oh yes, of course. The vinyl is never going anywhere, for sure.
The audio quality alone far surpasses.
Mr. Kennedy, have your parents stumbled into any mysteries or stories of interest lately? It's always fascinated me, the things that your parents have gotten into.
No, they are so busy with work sometimes. I'm just glad they managed to get on their vacation with the rest of their friends.
Yes, everybody needs a good time off for sure. Yes. Are you all finding your accommodations good?
Oh, so much fun. I look forward to having ice cream later.
I love ice cream. It's my favorite.
he gets a little paranoid because he didn't tell you about the ice cream and he wanted it to be a surprise. And he's like, oh, has somebody been doing a little snooping in my house?
I actually really like mochi ice cream. I don't know if you've heard what that is, Mr. Corbitt.
Mr. Corbitt, I didn't mean to snoop, but I saw it when we were getting the frozen broccoli out of the freezer.
Yes, okay, that explains. His demeanor goes from, and then smiles again. He's like, yes, of course. That makes all perfect sense. But yes, now the cat's out of the bag. Once you're all full, we have ice cream for all of you, and we even have the mochi ice cream, Ashley, because your parents specifically told me that's your favorite, and I went all the way to Chinatown in Chicago to get it.
Because mochi ice cream is Chinese.
You can still get it there though. You can't get it in Michigan, that's for fucking sure.
Yeah, like this is the 90s.
It's the 90s.
No one knows what mochi is in the 90s.
Ooh, and did you get the pear and blue cheese ice cream from Salt and Straw in Portland, Oregon?
I did. I had
my
it imported.
favorite.
Now, see, I was expecting to have to take care of you children, so I got it imported from Portland weeks ago. And you know how that ice cream
I'm very
ages.
much looking forward to this ice cream now. We're all good, right?
Too bad it melted. So he's like, okay, well, if you're all ready, I'll...
blue cheese ice cream.
God, it's melted now.
Pear and blue cheese.
Oh, man.
Already don't really like blue cheese.
I don't know about it in ice cream. That's disturbing. But he gets up to kind of get to the ice cream and he goes, oh no!
What is it? What do you see?
My refrigerator, it's been on the fritz for weeks now. I ordered a new one. Hasn't arrived yet. But apparently it looks like I ordered it at just the right time because unfortunately, children, I do not have ice cream for you. However, I will make sure that I can make amends. I will go down to the Jewel Osco myself and I will get it for you.
Thanks so much.
You're all respectable adults. He kind of like inflates your egos. It's like, I'm sure that maybe a little bit of time with me away should be fine, correct?
Well, how
For
long
sure.
are you going to be away, Mr. Corbitt? I mean, I don't know if, like...
I mean, maybe we could watch a movie if you'll be gone that long, or just a TV show. Do you think?
Oh yes, I have the VHS of Jurassic Park. If you'd all like to watch that, we could put that on.
Yeah.
A good time. Just don't go anywhere, and I'll be right back. So he puts
Definitely.
Jurassic Park on for you, and he.
What's a VHS?
We get everything on Laserdisc. I know it's not out yet, but it's the future. But yes, he puts on Jurassic Park for you all, and he leaves the house. You see the Dodge turn on and leave the house.
Oh,
You guys think there's any way we could save that pear and blue cheese ice cream?
I mean, you could just eat it like soup.
No.
Opposite gazpacho.
So did you guys not see the creepy baby upstairs?
No, but we saw something fall through the floor before we could really make out what it was.
Yeah, and there's a old crib in that room and a lot of pulled up floorboards. I don't understand the old crib because, I mean, if it was his daughter's room, I assume since she was 8, she would have outgrown a crib. But then again, she didn't speak at a 7th grade level, so maybe she did.
So I guess that all checks out.
So it makes sense, actually.
I did find a journal upstairs talking about his family, his loss of his family, and then now he seems excited with the idea that he might get his family back, which combined with the crib is creepy.
Do you think he found Jesus?
I think he found Satan.
That's all it was. He just you're
This whole
looking
story is
into
a
poor
morality
man's
tale.
life as he finds salvation in the fact that he misses his family.
But when you say a new family, like he found somebody?
He didn't really go into specifics, but he basically said that he would be with them again.
So not a new family, his old family.
Yeah, there was also a book up there, and it looked like it might be written in Latin. I don't know if Fitzy have been one of your private classes have learned how to read Latin.
Yes, actually, I took AP Classics earlier last year. You know, just for some fun. Some light reading, some light schoolwork, yeah.
Do you remember the title, Lee?
Oh, what? Just what the name is?
Yeah.
No, I can go grab the book and bring it down for us to look at, though.
Okay. What could go wrong? A bunch of kids reading from a horrible book in an Eldritch horror game. It's gonna be fine.
I mean, I could try to decipher it. So I did take the classes.
Just make sure to read it out loud, you know.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Really put your pipes into it.
But for the best acoustics, I think we should all form a circle.
and also, you know, just say it like you're chanting it.
We could probably get a couple candles because it's getting chilly.
Yeah, should we hold hands, guys?
Do we need to maybe, you know, blood sacrifice anything?
I'm just saying.
We should have held on to that
Maybe-
hand. What the hell?
Maybe we
I
should
threw
repeat
it-
everything you say just so we make sure we're saying it correctly.
Yes.
And we have to say it all together.
And I'll make sure to say it in Latin and then in English, so we're all on the same level.
Just
Instead of just translating it into English, I think it's important that you guys also hear the way it was spoken. It means a lot to me.
So if you want, you could go grab that book, both books, and bring them downstairs. The book, what you get out of it. Well, I don't know. Do you want to look at it?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Would you roll something to see if you can read Latin?
I have a scholarship too. Would that count for it?
Yeah,
And I have
think that
research
works.
1.
A scholarship sounds about right. I want to say it's a scholarship of. Oh God, this is an old book. It's a scholarship of 6.
All right. Well, I'm using both my points.
Alrighty. So then it's
Okay.
a 4 or higher is what you got to get.
5.
Nice. So the book cover reads Liber Ivonus, to which I actually don't know what that translates to in Latin. I want to say white book. That seems about right. But what you get out of it, just brief glimpses, you would have to like really, really bring it home, read it, study it for a while. But you get some neat things that say like resurrection,
Resurrection.
spell,
Spell.
other things that are involve like body and stuff like that, and summoning.
Necro.
Yeah, really bad, really scary stuff. You see drawings that are very scary for a child to see, combined with the fact that this was locked up. Combined with the fact that Lee literally knows that
Beetlejuice. Beetle. Oh wait, no.
No, that's not the one. But Lee literally knows that this book used to belong to a cult. So everything about this book is very scary.
Hey Lee, you buried the lead here.
Yeah, you didn't mention this. Oops. And while you're looking at it, all of you are kind of like leaning over each other to kind of look at the pictures in this book, and it's kind of creeping you out. From the basement, you hear.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my God.
Sorry, I haven't gone to the bathroom for a while.
I wouldn't want to use the bathroom in this place. This place is creepy.
How far away do I live? Like across the street?
I want to say you all live in the same neighborhood, so a block or two.
I want to run home as fast as I can and grab my crucifix cross and run back.
You can probably just grab one off the wall.
He has them there, even though he's a Satanist.
He's not a Satanist. You don't know that.
I think Mr. Corbitt's a Satanist, you guys.
I'm pegging him as a Satanist.
I want to run back to my house and grab my dad's revolver. Is that all right?
Jesus, no.
It's just the 44. God.
That's all it is. It's fine.